Up is NJIT. It's the second year under Mike Lane after coming over from Bucknell. There are 3 starters back, including senior Danielle Tunstall. They now join us. And first of all, Coach, give us an idea what you established in year 1, what you hope to accomplish in year 2.
Well, we definitely think we established our culture at some level. That's what you have to do in year 1. The 6-24 record is hard to look at, but it was a really fulfilling year. I think at the end of that year, we were really excited. But year 1 was a lot of inventory, taking stock of what the school was like, taking stock of what the ASUN was like. And now hopefully in year 2, it's moving our program forward. Obviously, we have some great returners. We have a lot of new faces to the roster. So it's just continuing to build on what we established in year 1.
Coach, to call you guys young is probably an understatement. I think it's 6 freshmen on the roster. What have practices been like, and what kind of energy does that youth bring to your team?
Well, the energy is good, for sure. That's the definite positive, but the youth is sometimes really hard. We play a unique style, so we are retraining them how to play in some ways. So not only are they learning how to be a college student athlete, which is a hard transition in the first place. Now they're learning how to play basketball, which should be something that they can get a lot of confidence from. So it's been a little sloppy, but that's to be expected in October. But we think it will be better as we get deeper into the season for sure.
Danielle is one of the few seniors on the roster and the top returning scorer. What's it been like to lead for you?
It's been a bit different. Of course, like you said, one of the few veterans on the team. I had to learn a little bit more to use my voice and just learn different ways to try to build our chemistry as a team and just, like Coach said, increase our culture, keep building our culture.
Coach, you talk about the youth and just trying to kind of gain confidence. What type of goals do you set for a team like this that is so young? Are they more like short-term goals that you're setting? How does that look?
That's exactly what we have to do. I think it's like every day, can we play a little bit more like ourselves every day? I think that's something that I try to stress with them, that we're supposed to dictate the game. We don't want to play an opponent and say, FGCU played their way for 40 minutes. We have to really dictate how we play. And so we're getting there, like that. It's very incremental, but it's small goals of being like, who dictated, it might be at a timeout where we're like, hey, that last 5 minutes, we played their way. We didn't really play our way. So we're trying to get our girls to understand what that means. And then every day we just got to do it a little bit better and a little bit longer.
Danielle, obviously we mentioned you're the top returning scorer. How do you hope to improve this year? Which parts of your game are you hoping to grow?
I'd say consistency, just playing a full game. Game's 40 minutes, can't play 20, can't play 10, can't play 30, you have to play 44 minutes. So just being consistent and keep being a voice on the floor, I think that'll help improve just in general, having so many new people with our team. So just consistency and just being a voice.
Coach, with so many new faces, there's going to be somebody or maybe a couple people that break out this year that we don't know about at this point. For those of us that haven't seen these youngsters, who do you see being a real impact player for you?
Well, for sure, we're going to have to rely on them. So when half your roster is new, we're going to see them probably contribute. Some kids will contribute a little bit more earlier. Some will do it later. That's the learning curve that all freshmen are on. But, Kenna Squire is somebody early that we think is going to be able to answer the bell for us. We have a lot to replace, losing 6 seniors. So I think Kenna will come in and help. Maria and Danny Evans are 2 post players, young players that have to be thrown into the fire here early. So they've been really impressive in the early going, willing to battle. Again, as a freshman, they're not perfect yet. They're not expected to be like that, but we just want them to battle. And they've shown that ability here in practice, which has been great.
And that young squad for NJIT will begin the season on November 5th when they take on Colgate.